Hey guys, it is Monday morning, and I came into school and I took a look at Google Classroom, and it was a little disheartening because I shouldn't say nobody, a very large amount of you have not turned in what was due Friday. I gave you the benefit of the doubt and sort of gave you the weekend, and I just want to go over what you should be passing in. I'm going to give you to the end of today before I start giving zeros because I don't want to give zeros. So this is for work study practices, and this is for self-direction, which means you should be getting this done yourself. And if you're not sure how to do it, you should have been asking for help. So this is your art journal check-in. This is anything we've done for remote learning from when it started after Thanksgiving until this was right before holiday break. So my recommendation is when you open up your checklist to pull it out and make a separate window. So here's my art journal. I'm going to make this smaller so that I have my checklist right here and I can go through and make sure that everything's in order. You do not have to do anything to the checklist. You're literally just using it to go through, and then you're going to turn it in. So I'll use the checklist to give you your check marks, and then I'll pass it back, and you can see how many slides you had and how many were in order. That's important that they're in order, because you're going to see as I go through this, I'm doing this to all 200 plus of my students. So we want to make sure things are in order. All right, so I've got my name, my grade, my class time. Perfect. I have a picture of my process. So this is materials that I've gathered from home. I have a slide for mixed media. Some of you have a slide for mixed media, and sometimes you've got your link to your art document. Some people put the link in each slide. Some people have made a slide for each art term. That's totally up to you. By the way, I'm showing you completed slides. Yours don't need to be completed. Remember, they just need to have the labels, okay? So the next one should be daily artwork response for Von Wong. The next one should be your class notes. So anything that you wrote down, anything that you doodled, anything that you thought of during the first week of remote learning that was inspired by something we looked at in art class. So these slides can literally be of anything that you relate to, okay? So this is a big hurdle for you guys to jump over, that you are doing this on your own and you're deciding what's going into your journal. This is not, I'm giving you the direction of what needs to be there. This is you thinking like an artist and deciding what means something to you and what doesn't. All right, we've got texture, which is next. So I'm going to move on down. Okay. We've got another artwork response. And then we've got pictures. You're going to notice that I have more than one slide, right? For my process of pictures of creating textures, that's okay. So the slides, the numbers here, they don't need to correspond if you have extra pictures. That's wonderful. So as long as they go in order of this list, you're good. So I've got all of these pictures of my textures that I found at home. And then the next thing after that should be collage. There we go. We got collage. We got Leo Sewell. We've got class notes again. So do you see how plain this one is? This is all I need from you right now. You don't need to have them all done up with all the pictures and everything. Okay? Homage is next. So we're down to 12. Then we've got a couple different slides from Karen Jerzyk. Again, if you have more than one slide, that's totally fine. All right, so next I've got pictures of my processes. So here was more textures that I did. Art term is armature. Then we did our snow sculpture right before break. And then I've got class notes. That's it. That's all you need. No big deal, hopefully, because they all can just look like this. Blank white slides that have their label up top. All right, so if you've got things filled in, that's better. However, we need up to 17, all of these, done. So when you pass this in, I'm going to do exactly what I just did with mine. I'm going to go through and I'm going to put the check mark. So the easiest thing for me to do is I would just copy this. So I'm going to go through and say, okay, you got it. Yep, you got it. And it's in order. Yep, yep, yep. That's what I'm going to do. So I want you to know this is going to take me some time. So if I log on and I notice less than half the class has passed something in, that's a problem. So I don't want to start giving zeros. I told you this work study it's cut and dry. It's either done or it's not, okay? So get it done, because there isn't really a makeup we can do here. Either you've done it or you haven't. All right, so the other thing that was due on Friday was our daily artwork response, and it was about our homage. So the status of what you were thinking you were going to make. So that homage is supposed to be inspired by an artist that we looked at during remote learning. I've given you the list of artists. I've given you different materials. I've given you different kinds of artwork you can create. It's totally your call of what you want to make. It might be something different than this. We talked about even making a shadow puppet video when we looked at Noble and Webster. So it's up to you, whatever you're inspired to do. All you've got to do is answer these questions. There's no wrong answer, honestly. This is your opinion. No wrong answer. Type up your answers and then turn it in. Okay, so I need these done. I was hoping to get all the grading done today because it's Monday and this is my day to so start passing them in, and I'm hoping I can get to some of them today. If you need help, send me an email. I am more than happy to help you out. I might even just sit on Google Meet on a separate link all day because I want to be here for you guys. All right, that's my YouTube video for the week, I guess, for now. We got one last week of this remote. Next week we'll do a wrap-up week, even though you're back in school. We're going to get this all done, and then it's second semester. So my 6th grade is moving on. I'll have new classes of 6th grade, and we'll go back to what we were doing in here when we were chunking for 5th grade. We were doing landscapes, and 7th grade we were doing self-portraits. So that's the plan. That is the plan, my dearest friends. So take care of yourself. Turn these things in. Let's do it. Okay. See you later.